Hello, everybody. My name is Julian, and this is my practice round for my persuasive speech. I'm gonna start off with this story about a kid. I was reading in an article. He graduated high school last year. Goes by the name of Jonathan Cornejo. He's a Los Angeles native. He graduated from Adams Prep High School, where he was a part of the student body. I believe he was president. He was a yearbook editor. He got a financial aid offer to his dream school to UC San Diego. He also had a 4.0 by the way, so uh, you think the offer would be bigger because he was not able to attend because there was a financial gap he could not fill. And even with the offer, um, he just even with the offer, and he was working at Starbucks, so that says a lot. I think that happens to us minorities a lot. Um, you know, his life wasn't that easy. He was raised by a single mother in East Los Angeles, so that place has a reputation. Um, so I have this stat I want you guys to know. According to the Educational Data Initiative, the cost of in-state tuition is about 1,500 on average, and 16 grand to live on campus, and 10 grand for out-of-state tuition. Now that is for community college, and it depends on the state. So uh, we're going to discuss why the legislative branch should take action to address college tuition, and we will look at the problem, causes, and solutions. According to the now we have a serious problem. It's college tuition. According to the Education Data Initiative, only 17 states offer free college tuition. Now the good fact is we live in the state with the cheapest college tuition for community college. That is. Um, uh, so yeah, California has the cheapest state tuition for community college. Um, Now, another fact from the same website, there is a 470% difference in cost between the states, with the least expensive community college and the most expensive. Um, and according to CNBC, college tuition and fees have more than doubled these past 20 years. Students are taking loans of almost 40 grand just to complete their bachelor's degree. Um, Families are reaching their federal student loan limits and they're relying on other financial um, help. So, colleges and universities are starting to become expensive. So, a lot of these universities that are 4 years, their tuition is starting to reach 100K. So it's starting to become so much that students aren't even applying for financial aid like they used to. I mean, I'm sure still a lot of students are, but there's a stat I want to share. As of April, only 29% of students completed the application for financial aid. So that is a 36% decline from last year, and that is a national stat. So that's the problem. Now that we have discussed the problem, let's discuss the causes. I have three causes listed. The three causes I will discuss are inflation, state government appropriations, and supply and demand. So I'm gonna start with inflation. In order for me to start, I'm gonna give you the definition I got from Google. The definition of inflation is a general increase in prices and fall in the purchasing value of money. So, like I said, I think we had to know that. Um, According to bestcolleges.com, from the year 2001 to 2021, college tuition increased an average 5% a year. What I found interesting is college tuition inflation was highest in the 1980s, where it rose an average of 10% for 4 year schools and nearly 9% for 2 year schools every year. So that is like pretty high, I guess. To answer the question, why is college tuition so high? Why is college tuition inflation so high, rather? Well, college tuition pays for a lot. It pays for things like staffing and technology, stuff like the buildings and stuff. So yeah, so let's define supply and demand. Once again, I got it from Google. It's a definition. I think we should know it. It is defined as the amount of a commodity, product, or service available and the desire of buyers for it is considered as factors for regulating its price. So, according to roadtocollege.com, higher education is pretty much a business with the same principles of economics applied. So, the site offered some tips I want you guys to know too. Um, um, so to keep in mind when applying for a college, you always pay for more tuition when the demand is less and when the acceptance rates is high. So the undergrad population and graduation rates have a lot to do with the amount you will pay for graduation. So just keep that in mind if you know anybody in high school, and if they don't want to pay a lot or they don't if they don't want to pay a lot to keep the the amount of people that actually go to the school and the amount of people that get accepted in mind. So yeah. Now according to American Cost of Education, higher education is funded by the federal government. So the government funds the programs for financial aid, research institution support, and other things. Um, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about the solution. Congress must pass the College for All Act. Now, the tax charge. Uh, now, how is that going to be the solution? You may ask. Well, there is a um, with the act being passed, there will be some called the Wall Street speculation tax. So once it's passed, it will impose a small Wall Street speculation tax, which is about 0.5% on stock trades, a tenth of a fee on on a tenth of a fee on bonds, and hundreds of 100% of fee on the derivatives. So um, theoretically, that would raise 600 billion over the next 10 years. So uh, and uh, that is supposed to eliminate college tuition. So yeah. So keep in mind the Cause for All Act. Uh, it, you know what? Let me rephrase that. It will eliminate tuition and fees for the less privileged. So those 600 goes towards a lot. The taxes will fund it. Remember. Uh, and next, the legislation would triple the authorization for TRIO federal funding to 3 billion to serve students from low income backgrounds. So students who have disabilities and first generation college students. Um, we should remember the Cost for All Act is any just like any bill. The legislative branch and Congress have to make this decision, and also the president must decide not to veto. So it goes a lot for a bill to become a law. So today we learned why it's important the legislative branch take action to address college tuition, and we looked at the problem, cause, and solutions. Remember, according to education data initiative, college tuition for community college is over 16 grand on campus, and about 10 grand for out-of-state tuition. Remember, Jonathan Cornejo was forced to go to community college because he cannot afford to go to his dream school, UC San Diego, even with financial aid help. So, the College for All Act being passed may be able to change that, or he can go to another school is where that is historically Hispanic. So yes.